What the hell's going on, guys? Welcome back to Keys to Life. So today we were gonna go out. My little brother's birthday's in 2 days. We were gonna go out down to the lake and that kind of stuff, and fish and tear the truck up and stuff. Just because, why not? But we do have some really bad storms moving through the area, and it doesn't look like there's any end in sight for it as of right now. So we're not gonna be able to do that today. We will do that soon, but today it's just not possible. We're under a flash flood watch right now. We have I'm right next to Branson. I'm like 35 minutes outside of Branson, which is a huge tourist town. Um, but we have a little town that's in between Omaha and Branson, which is called Hollister. And there's a place called downtown Hollister that floods really bad and that kind of stuff. So we're gonna be going down there and checking that out and seeing if anybody needs help, that kind of stuff. We usually do that anytime someone needs help around here. We're a pretty close-knit community here, so anytime anybody needs help or anything like that, we always go and help. um, it's just what you do around here. So we will be going down there and checking that out as soon as the rain stops, because downtown Hollister floods really fast, and a lot. So we don't want to be down there while it's still actively raining, because conditions could change at literally any second. So we could be going down there and driving on a completely, non-flooded street, and 5 minutes later we could be washing down Turkey Creek. So we don't want to, we don't want to take any chances or anything like that. So I'm just, gonna go ahead and put a vlog out there just as a kind of filler, because I don't really have anything right now. I was really kind of banking on this fishing trip today, so I don't really have. It's just useless content at this point. But tomorrow we do have a new video coming out. It's gonna be something kind of different from what we normally do on the channel, which I think we have like 4 videos. So whatever you guys are used to on that, it's gonna be just a little bit different. So stay tuned for that. We got to go run around and stuff tomorrow, so I'm going to be recording it. I haven't recorded away from my house yet. Everything I've done has either been in my truck, in my driveway, or in my house. Um, I haven't done really well. I did do that stuff out in my yard, I think day before yesterday. But either way, it's all been mostly here at the house. So tomorrow we have to go out, and so I'll be recording that. It's going to be way out of my element, just like all of this has been. So that should be interesting to see how I how I handle that and how I deal with that. So yeah, I know I'm rambling a lot. Like I said, I don't really have any any kind of content today, which sucks, because I needed 2 videos for today. But unfortunately, I think today's only going to have 1 video, which is okay. I do have a team now for my channel and everything, just because I'm not overly, I am creative, but I'm not creative because I'm really, I'm self-conscious about a lot of the stuff I do, a lot of my actions, a lot of things I say. So I've hired, not really hired yet, but I have 2 editors. So they're going to be editing all my videos, because a lot of the stuff that I think should be cut out, it's simply because of I'm critical to myself. So I'm like, well, that looked fucking stupid, so let's go ahead and cut that out. So I do have 2 editors now. I do have a guy working on sponsorships for me, and the networking side of the YouTube, or of the YouTube channel rather. So I have people working with me. I have 4 people, 5 including myself, and then of course my fiance, which she is the quote unquote assistant for now. She's basically dealing with the finances of the channel, just to make sure, because I'm gonna be buying stupid shit for content. I buy stupid shit without content, so it's gonna be good to have her dealing with the finances and stuff. And then my senior admin, he's gonna also be kind of coaching me as far as finances and that kind of stuff goes, just because, like I said, I tend to buy some stupid shit, and I don't want to go buy something that the channel can't afford, which I've already tried doing. So yeah. So there's that little bit of tidbit. So today we're going to be going to Mom's. She was in a place called Eureka Springs. It's like an hour away from here, 45 minutes. And they went to a restaurant down there for breakfast. They kind of do this thing where they drive, like one day they drove to St. Louis for breakfast. I'm like, what do you, but anyway, they were down there for breakfast. And like I said, we've been having a lot of floodwaters, Eureka, some lowland around here. And so they came out of the restaurant and they were in waist deep water. Luckily, they were in my stepdad's truck, so they didn't get washed away. Had they been in my mom's, her new car, it's an electric car. It's a Ford Fusion, I think. I think that's what it is. Ford Fusion. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, or Ford Focus. I think it's Focus. Anyway, neither here nor there. They came out of the restaurant. They were in waist deep water, so they are on their way home now. The storms are not going to be good around here, guys. I'm right by the Buffalo River, Buffalo National River, and we had 2 families go missing last night. One of them has been found, one of them has not been recovered yet. So I'm probably going to be loading 4-wheelers up tomorrow and getting a team together, and we're going to be going down there. I won't be recording that just simply because it's personal, you know. I mean, it is people that have gone missing. It's a very unfortunate situation, and one of these families is pretty close to me. So I hate to hear it, you know. We've had, I think, 6 deaths down on the Buffalo River in the last 2 months, or month and a half, actually. We've had, I think, 6 deaths down there. So it's not good. A lot of people, we're not used to this much rain. We're in Arkansas, so it's usually pretty dry, actually. Even during the winter time, it's really freaking cold, but it's usually pretty dry. We usually don't have a whole lot of snow or anything. This year, we didn't have a whole lot of snow. It was pretty cold, though. And now, like last year, we had a record amount of rain for spring and summer. And we had tornadoes. We had a couple, though. We only had a couple tornadoes that summer. And now this year, this spring, we've had 6 confirmed tornadoes on the ground. 3 of them have completely leveled communities around the area. So Tornado Alley is moving into Arkansas, and like I said, we're not used to this kind of weather formation. We're not used to any of this kind of stuff. So we have had a lot of deaths due to drowning and floodwaters. We have had multiple injuries from tornadoes, people wrecking left and right during hard rain, because whenever, like, it's been raining, and it's not like sprinkle rain. It's not just like mist or anything. It's like downpour, like inches per minute type of downpour raining. So we've had a lot of devastation around here. So like I said, we're a close-knit community, and we're going to pull through. We really will. But it's going to take all of us. You know, it's definitely a community effort. We have severe weather going to be happening all day today, all day or all night tonight. And I think we had extremely high winds yesterday. We were never under a tornado watch. So when we don't have tornadoes, we have record high winds. And it's crosswind. So a tornado you can kind of track, and you can kind of see what it, if it's during the day. You can kind of see what it's doing, and you can try to combat it, you know what I'm saying? But with crosswind, there's nothing you can do about it, because it's just blowing across every piece of the entire countryside. You know, so whenever we have crosswinds and stuff, it levels buildings. It literally does. So that's another issue that we've been having. Tomorrow, I think we're supposed to have some really high winds. And I think there was thunderstorms tomorrow too. I think it was only a 40% chance, but I think we're supposed to have some really high crosswinds tomorrow. So that's the reason we're not doing a whole lot outside again tomorrow. I've got to get my yard mowed. That's getting pretty tall. It's almost up above my boots now. But I haven't been able to because it's been raining and stuff, and I'm just a lazy piece of shit. So I haven't been able to do any of that yet. But as soon as the weather clears up, which that's the thing, it'll rain and we'll have really bad weather for 3 or 4 days. And then as soon as those 3 or 4 days are up, we have like a week to week and a half, maybe 2 weeks sometimes of good weather. So there's plenty of time to get content in there. Plenty of time to, you know, have a good time and do some good stuff. So do be expecting a fishing video, hopefully coming up very soon. Me working on my truck. So I told you guys how my truck had been broken. I'm still driving it, but today I was driving home in the torrential downpours, and I realized how bad it actually is. If I hit a puddle in like on the highway at 70 miles an hour, it sways my entire truck. Like it sways it so bad I almost hit other vehicles. I cannot combat it. My steering isn't loose. My alignment isn't off. It's just that sway bar link. Whenever I hit that, like that rain, it sways my whole truck, and it's bad. Yesterday I was driving home from work, and I almost rear-ended a minivan at 72 miles an hour because it just swayed me so hard. So I've started driving slower. I've started realizing kind of, what's going on with it and how to combat it, which unfortunately means we have to go places a lot freaking slower. But nonetheless, we're going to have to get that fixed. So we're probably, as soon as we get some nice weather, my dad's got 3 empty barns for us to work on all of our equipment and stuff. So we'll probably pull our truck up into one of those barns and just make a day of fixing the truck. It's going to take a while to fix everything, especially the U-joints. I don't know how the U-joints on the four-wheel drive shaft are going to work yet, because on my stepdad's new Dodge that he has, I think he has a 2018, they have to be pressed in. I hope mine aren't like that. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to really look at them real well. I don't know if they have the pins or not. So we're going to have to look at that and see kind of what the consensus is there, because I'm really not sure how we're going to end up having to go about that. So it should be some good content. I love working on vehicles. I grew up around race cars and just fast, big lifted trucks, fast cars, nitrous and racing fuel. We went to the races every weekend. That's just how I grew up. And last summer I worked in a mechanic shop and I enjoyed that. But whenever I'm working on my own stuff, I never have the tools that I need, okay? I don't have any expensive tools. My dad has an entire Snap-on collection, great big toolbox and Snap-on tools out the rear end, but I don't use them simply because I don't want to lose them, because they were my pops's. So I'm working out of a Craftsman. I think it's a 150 piece set of just Craftsman tools. And one of my ratchets are broke. So whenever I'm working on my own stuff, I rage. I rage really hard. So that should be good content for everybody. Hopefully we'll be able to get into it. Hopefully like mid this week or early next week is what I'm hoping for on fixing the vehicle. It'll actually probably be next weekend before we can get into working on the truck. And that's just simply because that's when my dad is off. He's off Saturday, Sunday. So hopefully we can get into it one of those 2 days. But anyway, I just kind of want to give everybody an update. Like I said, we have a new video coming out tomorrow. It's kind of out of the normality of what we've been posting on this channel. So please make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button up in the top right hand corner, just to kind of, that way you can know whenever I upload and stuff. And until next time, guys, keep it real. Thanks.